Hey everyone, ShabeR1000 here. If you saw the last video, then you know we're going to be opening this up. The Wilesco D14. This should be pretty cool. So, I know a lot of you guys aren't interested in stuff like that last video. Really intrigues me, and things like that I'm really interested in. But that aside, let's open up the Wilesco D14. I know it needs some parts, but I've already got some parts ordered. But let's open it up, see what kind of shape it's in. Let's see if we can get it running. Okay guys, so let's open this up. Now I should start by saying this was an accidental purchase. There's a little story behind that. Anyway, I made an offer on it. They had a counter offer, and I went to decline the counter offer, but I hit accept, so that's alright, because it wasn't very expensive at all. It was like I don't know, 44 bucks or something like that. But oh no, I hate these things. But again, well packaged. Oh no. Alright guys, let me deal with these packing peanuts first. Okay, I'm back. I don't know about you guys. I hate them packing peanuts, but at the same time, I'd rather see them in there. And I'd rather see them packing peanuts in there than see a bunch of broken stuff because they didn't put packing peanuts in there. So, you know, it kept it from doing this. So, get this out here. We got some poppies for Monkey to play with later. But the seller contacted me and said, you know, if you don't want it because it is missing parts, you know, we can refund your money. I was like, no, I seen the pictures. I knew it was missing some parts. I said, I'm okay with that. And they said, well, when you get it, if you change your mind, you want to send it back, we're okay with that too. So, alright. This is the D14. Now, it's a little bit different than like the other ones. I will say like this D4. See, it's a little bit different. Got a bigger flywheel. It's got a little more power. If you notice, this is on top here. Let me bring you down here a little bit. We'll talk about some of the things that's missing. Okay, again, the Wilesco D14, made in Germany. Wasserstand watch water level. Okay, so I was just reading German right there. It's missing the fuel thing that you slide in here. I don't have that ordered yet. I actually forgot to order it. It is missing the little oil cup that screws on here. I have one of those ordered. It's missing a whistle. I have one of those ordered. It's missing the smokestack, and I have one of them ordered too. It's coming from the UK, my friends across the pond. I ordered it from them. It was 18 bucks. It was only $15 shipping. I just ordered it the other day and it's already in the United States. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a whistle and that oil cup off my other engine just to see if we can get this running. It's got the sight glass up front. So this is pretty cool. not bad. It needs a good cleaning, but overall, seems like it's in pretty good shape. Now this one, see that tube? This tube here on the side that's going down back here. It's going down in here. Now if you notice, there's a hole over here, which I forgot to order one of these. You put like a little cup type, a little plastic cup thing in here, and it catches steam as it condensates. But when you have the stack on here, this is one of the ones, Monkey's gonna like this. When you have your stack on here, the steam will come up out of the stack. So that's pretty cool. Make sure that's not going to come off. Alright, so let's go ahead. How about I put you over here, over this way, and I'm not sure what year this is, 70s maybe. Got a number on it, 065. Supplied by Paper and Steam Galore, P.O. Box. It's Chatham, UK. Now I know there was something about these numbers. Something about there's two numbers on here that are stamped in here that you're supposed to be able to tell the date. So I don't know if that's a 65. It looks newer than that, but it could just be well kept. Somebody's wrote something on there, but yeah. So I haven't even really attempted to date this yet, but right now I'm impressed. It does seem better than it did in the pictures for some reason. As you can tell, I mean, the boiler's not in the greatest shape, but it can probably be cleaned up, because I believe these boilers are nickel plated brass. So let me get a couple parts out here, and let's see if we can get this thing running. It's pretty cool. I'm going to oil this up. I'll save you from having to deal with that. Get this all oiled up, and it feels smooth. And that is a pretty big flywheel. Alright, let me get you set up. Let me get everything we need over here. And let's fire this boiler and see what we got. Okay, so I've got a whistle in here. Like I said, I've got that ordered. I got this, well, I just ordered a whole cup for this. I oiled it up, and I've also got a smokestack coming. I need to get one of these because it takes a longer one. So I don't know how long we're going to be able to run this on that, or if that'll even get this up to temperature. And again, I need to get that little cup that goes in there, but I got a little teaspoon thing in here, you know, to catch the steam, or the, you know, condensated water, or whatever you want to call it. So first off, let's check this. That feels good. Okay, so on my research, first thing that popped up that said these were made, they started making the D14s in 2022, and that's not right, because I did find some on auction websites where they had sold them as far back as 2015 or 2010, and online you can find these. They're a different color base. It's a blue base, and this is more copper like our other ones. So this is a newer one, but these you can still buy new. They're going for 190 pounds over in the UK, but used over here in the United States, they're going from $145 to $165. So I got a good deal on this. But like I said, I've already got it oiled. I just put a couple drops of oil in there and spin that over several times. We're going to put our little cap on there. Make sure that's closed. Now let's fill our water up. And this has got a big boiler. That is huge. This flywheel is 80 millimeters. So yeah, and it's made to run a long time because of the big boiler and the more fuel. So let me go ahead and get this filled up with water. All I got in here is I just got some fire starter stuff. I'll show it to you here in a second because I gotta go get my lighter anyway. Let me get this filled up, and like I said, we're not going to run it really long, but then I'll show you the stuff I'm using in here. Let's see if we can get this to fire. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I won't put a lot of water in. We'll only go about halfway because, like I said, this is a smaller, for the smaller engines, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so this is fire starter instant flame gel. This is what it is. It's Sterno. Bought it at Walmart. It was just a few bucks. I want to explain something on this engine that I didn't really go into on the other one. When I say this is dual action, okay, so what we've got here, let me get you off the stand. Let me see if I can explain this to you. Okay, so like right now, this piston, there's a piston inside of here. This is the cylinder. Right now, that is on top dead center. Now, right when it gets to top dead center, it opens a valve and lets steam go in, and it pushes this piston back. Now the other ones, it just goes around by inertia and comes back up, and it does it again. But on this one, what this does, this is another valve in here. Well, this is the valve. It will open a port. There's two ports. There's one up here, one back here. So when it hits on top dead center, it comes around, and when it gets to bottom dead center, it opens this valve, which pushes steam into here to push that piston back forward again, so you get double action instead of just the one. It's kind of like firing twice. It doesn't really fire because it's not internal combustion. It's an external combustion, but you get the idea. So it's going to hit, come back, hit, go forward, hit, come back, hit, go forward, just like that. I think this is going to run because when I was filling this up, I don't know if I can get it to do it again or not. Let's try it. When I was filling this up, I'm using hot water, just tap water. I didn't boil any. You can do that, but I didn't want to melt my little thing here. But if you watch this flywheel here, it kind of builds up a little pressure if you put. So watch this. I've only got about half full because we're not going to run it that long. But now if I put this in here, kind of put some pressure on here, watch that flywheel. So, seeing as how I'm putting water in here, that hot water in here, that's putting steam up into, it's coming up out of here. You can't see it. It's coming up out of here and going around and up into here. So that's telling me this thing's going to run. So let's put our little safety valve in. Tighten that up. We're going to light this fuel up. And there it goes. So this may take a little bit because that's, you know, well, that it's saying it takes a longer one, but this goes like all the way in. So this may work. Let's go ahead and let this build up pressure, and I'll be back with you guys, and we're going to see if this will run. I think it will because, like I said, when I was putting that hot water from the tap in there, you saw it want to turn the piston. So, but I've got it all oiled up, and let's just see what happens. Okay, so I looked at this a little closer. It does take a longer one. It just stops right here. When it gets so far, it stops. But it does have room. It's almost double the size of this. I have to order another one anyway, so I've got to order, two. Got to order one for my other engine and one for this. So they're pretty reasonable. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, alright, I was thinking of something else. I think I gotta order a smokestack for the other one too. I don't know. Got a lot of engines now. Okay, so stick around. It's still heating up. It's not close yet, but remember that's not a lot of fuel and it's a lot more water. So it'll take it a minute or two. So okay guys, so while that's heating up, I see some bubbles forming in there, so it might get it hot enough. This is what they would put the D14 engines in, was these little woodworking shops. And but yeah, that's what they would put them in. As you can see, this is an older one. See, it's got the blue base and the gold, like the copper stack, and the copper firehouse, which ours is black and the stack will be black, but that's what they would run them in. And this is now the reason why I haven't bought this yet is, as you can see, $399, and that's the cheapest one I found on here. They still make these new, but I mean, it's kind of a good deal because you're getting the motor and all them accessories. You got a table saw, you've got a grinder buffer, you've got a hacksaw, like a reciprocating saw there, and then over here you have a drill press. But I can't bring myself to pay $400 for something like that. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that. I don't think we're getting there. It might get it hot enough to run this thing. We'll see. And we'll kick it on. That's why this has double pulleys, because you can run more than just one thing on it. You know, if you want to go faster, you put the bigger, you run something on the bigger pulley. You go slower, you run it on the smaller pulley. A lot of guys that you see on YouTube, they got like merry-go-rounds and stuff, but they're like, and Ferris wheels, and they're running so fast because they don't realize, you know, like these ones don't have a throttle control on them, but you can adjust the throttle also by letting some steam out of your whistle. Letting some steam out of your whistle, and it'll slow it down. But it's all about the gearing, which in this case it's pulleys. And to slow different things down, you can change pulleys and stuff like that, or to speed something up. Like the drill press, you would want it running kind of fast. The buffer or grinding wheel, you would want running kind of fast. But like a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round, you want them running slow. You don't want them things spinning around super fast, you know. So you want to slow them down and speed other things up, and you do that by changing your pulleys. That's getting ready to run, I think. See it? If I put that up in there, and they say this is one of their smoother running engines, but it's for space saving. You know, that's why it's the engine is actually on top. Yeah, this thing will start running here in a minute. I'll give it a couple more minutes and I think it'll start running. Okay, real quick, this is what I was talking about, dual action. If you put it on top dead center right there, you see it wants to go, it wants to start, right? But if I put it down here, it's pulling it back. See what I mean? The other ones won't do that. Once you get to the end, that's it. It'll stop. But this one pulls it back. then it'll push it forward. See, like right there, it's pushing it back, and then as it comes up, it'll push it forward. So yeah, that's not a lot of heat, and that thing's wanting to run, so that's pretty cool. Alright, give it another minute. Okay guys, so I just filled this up, or just filled the thing up with more fuel, because it did start burning that down. It was almost out. So I put some more fuel in there. Well, there it goes. And it sounds good and it runs. It is smooth. Now if I want to slow this down, I can release some of the steam. And it's slowing down. That is smooth and it's quiet. Okay, let's let it build up some more pressure, and then we'll kick it on and let it run a couple minutes. Okay guys, let's fire this up again. And I think this might be one I'll take the boiler off maybe and clean it all up, because it's not like super old. So this one, it's in pretty good shape, but it just needs cleaned up, you know, buff the boiler out on it and stuff. So let's start this thing. That's easy. So just barely give it a turn, and here we go. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. I don't know if you can see it, but there is steam coming out of here. So if we had a stack on there, you would see that steam coming out the top of the stack. Well, I got this in here, but it's rattling out. It is catching some. That's good. But I'm still going to have to wipe that all down. I do that with these anyway. I don't know if you can see that steam coming out of there, but the stack that this calls for has to have a notch cut out of it. Where these ones don't have that notch, and it takes a little bigger stack, but you get the idea. I don't know if you can see that or not. You see the steam coming out? Up out of the stack here, that's getting hot, so I'm gonna take that off of there. But show you some of the workings here. The rod, crank, flywheel. That is very, very smooth. Unbelievably smooth, really. I mean, I know it's not running at its full capacity, but still. Let it build up a little bit more pressure, and we'll run it a little bit more. See how our fire's doing in the firebox here. Yeah, we still got some flames there. Kind of looks like this may be off just a little bit, but it'll be okay. Yeah, this might be one I don't know, I'll have to look at it. If the boiler's easy enough to get out, I don't want to get into unsoldering stuff, you know, things like that. But yeah, if we can get this boiler out of here without much of an issue, might buff that out. Let's make it go backwards. See how it's slowing down? But I don't see any leaks on the boiler, so that's good. And it'll just sit there and run like that. Here, see. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. There is a little wobble on that flywheel, but I'm not concerned about it. Amazing. Granted, this is not as old as the other ones, but still, these things are so cool. Check our fire. Still going pretty good on the fire. Whoops. I got oil all over here. Alright, I'll be back with you. Monkey's sending me pictures of something. Hang on, guys. So while I'm talking to Monkey, I'll just let you guys watch this for a minute. Pretty cool, huh? Let's put some more fire in it. There's still plenty of water to run it. One more go. So I'm going to pull the firebox out. I'm going to blow this out. And I'm going to put some more stuff in it. And then when I put it in, I'll show you what it does as soon as I put it in. So now this might take off on its own without even touching it. Let's see. Let's light this up. And we'll see if it'll take off on its own. I hear it. Oh yeah, it's starting to bubble already. I don't know. Let's see. I didn't have the piston right, but let's see if it'll take off on its own. I'll speed you up until, well, if it does, it does. Okay, I don't think it's gonna, because I'm too far. It's got to have a way to push down, so it would have if I had had that set right. But let's run it one more time. We'll watch it a couple minutes. Let's look at the other side. Just in case. And then I'll bring you back with my final thoughts. Pretty cool. Ran out of steam. Let's get that thing rolling again. Cool. Okay guys, so there you go. Like I said, I don't know what year it is, but it is the newer one. But you know, for what I give for it, 40 bucks, 45 bucks or something like that. Yeah, it's well worth it considering I can get, you know, I wouldn't have any problem getting 175 out of it if I wanted to. But it's cool. So guys, thanks for watching. Next week we got some cool more cool videos coming. I had two things that didn't show up today. I wanted to get them done today, but they're not going to be here. So sorry about that. But anyway, we got this going, which didn't take much. I didn't have to do anything to it other than put a couple little pieces I have. Like I said, the main pieces I do have ordered, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll send you out with some footage of this thing running, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone, take care, have a great day.